Hey guys, Steel here, back with another video. And today we're gonna try another disaster save. It's been a while. And this monstrosity is one of the first ones in my mailbox. One of the first new no-step-back save games. And that is Endsieg right here. I think that's Berlin, so Iron Mode's off, so there could be tampering here. And historical AI is on. Alright, let's see how bad it really is. Okay, so that's awful. Let's just stop everything. I'm gonna reorganize the military. Alright, I'll just put modal on this Polish pocket, and hopefully we'll be able to crush it. Those two generals go to modal's army. That puts 4 armies on crushing the Polish pocket as fast as possible, aggressively. And then hopefully collapse this quickly so I can swing these troops against the Eastern Front, because currently there is no Eastern Front. The Soviets are completely unopposed. That's bad. Now, for the Western Front, we have von Rundstedt. Okay, just man the front line, I guess, and we'll see what we can do. And of course, Denmark's also lost, because of course it is. Oh, you have tanks and they're stuck in Denmark. I'm gonna leave them there. I don't want to risk getting here through Allied naval support. What's this? Oh, no. Well, there goes the German fleet. Speaking of the German fleet, let's just group everybody up and send you back to port. Italy is about to get its ass handed to them, so that's nice. Okay, we need to make some changes here other than assigning generals. What are we recruiting? Troops. Okay. I'll force deploy these in the very critical region here. These guys are encircled. Don't think I'll be able to break the... No, they're gone. Just delete them. I'll use these fresh recruits to supplement my numbers. I think I want the Western Army to be prioritized. The Allies are far more dangerous than the Soviets. Ironically, because currently Soviets really not that strong unless you allow them to become a steamroller. It is 1944, so we could be close to that point. Anyway, other priorities. Let's check out this. You got 2,000 political power, so either you cheated or you haven't made any picks in years. I'm gonna guess... I'm not gonna draw conclusions here. Okay, so on surface by requirement. Yeah, you're gonna need the manpower. I don't think I can ramp down. I wouldn't go to closed economy. Let's stick it to export focus instead. Get some bonuses. Definitely get total mobilization, but do supplement that with women in the workforce. Need to get some war bonds. Then Himmler, yes. Bormann. Yeah, he's pointless, but I don't think Germany has anything really great here. I'm gonna replace Bormann with Goebbels so we can get our Brown Party popularity up. That's gonna be good for stability. And the other slot can go to Funk. Get a war industrialist. Ship designer, sure. Raiding fleet. We've got Guderian. Decent. I wouldn't pick Beck here. I would pick von Brauchitz, just because I like speed a little more, but everything else is pretty much what I would pick. You're occupying quite a bit of land. I would set it to local police force and use the cavalry to do it though. Research. Paratroopers, no. I'd definitely focus more on the industry, especially synthetics. You're gonna need synthetic refineries to get yourself rubber. There will be no other way to get rubber as Germany at this point. And electronic engineering, you don't want to skip this branch. The electronic engineering and mechanical computing path. So this tree gives you a bunch of research bonuses. Really, really good. I would not skip these, but it is 1944. It's a little late to pick them up now. And the other side, radar is also very powerful right now because radar makes fighters, well, just air combat a lot more favorable to whoever has radar coverage. Plus, each one of these techs adds coordination. Coordination is a very important stat in combat because the higher your coordination, the better the odds are that multiple of your divisions fire at a single enemy target, killing it faster. In short, makes your troops fight more efficiently. And I wouldn't research mechanized at this point. You need to get your economy going. Economy is what is going to win this. Okay, so this is a game that doesn't have no step back active. I do have no step back, so I won't be able to make tanks until I research all of this again. Unfortunate, but I don't want to turn my DLC off. I'm annoying like that. Okay, production. Okay, maybe I should check my stockpiles first. Got guns, got artillery, got trucks. Okay, so this is mostly okay-ish, except for support equipment. I can take a few off guns. I'm gonna get rid of anti-tank. I don't like anti-tank. Put more on support equipment. A little bit more on artillery. Gonna get rid of heavy tanks. I know heavy tanks are great, but we can't realistically use them right now. I'm gonna prioritize fighters and CAS over tanks right now. They are far, far more important. And I'm gonna get fighter 2s use. Your production efficiency is garbage anyway, so it doesn't hurt. Get these guys, improve their engines, and slap them in. And now take a few factories off tanks. It hurts me. It does definitely hurt me to do this, but air is far more important than tanks right now. I'll leave 15 on tanks, and we'll jack them up afterwards. I'll also make a couple of trucks to replenish our losses, and maybe some trains, again, to just replenish our losses once we get some factories, because we're not looking too peachy with about half of Germany occupied. Dockyards are fine. I could delete whatever's in the queue, or I could just let these finish. Like Scharnhorst is almost done. Might as well finish off whatever is being built, and then we'll see. Then templates. Ooh. Okay, so you got 20 with infantry. Not bad per se, but it's no longer the end-all of all infantry divisions that it once was. Now, I'm still trying to figure this out myself, but my preference goes to something without anti-tank, and let's see, add another infantry and artillery. So 25 combat width. This should be able to fight in pretty much all terrain, and it's got enough defense to really hold, and it's beefy enough to do a little bit of attacking if it has to. It really shouldn't if you can avoid it, but this is beefy enough to stand a chance. Now for your oh, okay, so this is not a tank division. Tank divisions need something else than tanks in them as well. What you've made is a pile of rolling scrap metal. Let me demonstrate. This has 14 organization. This will not survive contact with the enemy. Like breakthrough armor, all really good. Like these are beasts, but they can't fight. They cannot sustain a fight. Also, they got no hit points. So what I'm gonna do is get rid of all your heavy tanks. I remove the production anyway, and instead put in motorized infantry. So this is 30 width. This should be fine for fighting in plains. Again, I'm not really sure what the meta is. I don't think there is an established meta yet, but we'll just roll with these, and then I'll just remove the support companies from my cavalry, because I don't think you have... No, you don't have military police. This will save a buck. High Command, Officer Corps. You don't have the DLC, so you don't get this screen. I do get this screen, and considering the mess that we're in, I am going to make use of it. Spirit of the Academy. I like getting political loyalty. Look at our stability. Our party popularity counts for much more towards stability. Boom. That's a bunch of free stability. Spirit of the Army. I'm not sure which one is best. Professional Army Corps is good for daily command power and army XP gain. Overwhelming firepower, State service to military is good if you need political power. I'm not sure. I think I'll go with Professional Army Corps. I like flexible organization. Division speed is great. I also like smoke and fire. Breakthrough is also great. But I think I'm gonna take reserve officers first because I need more troops. I already have a large army, but Italy is so incompetent. I'm gonna need troops to help them out. And once I have those troops, I can still switch this out for something better. As for the Air Force, air crew surveys is great if you still need doctrine. And centralized control just makes your planes a little less terrible. And then we can get doctrines. You got the battlefield support doctrine, so let's just stick with it. And for the Navy, yeah, submarine primacy and night fighting. That'll do. Resources, I'm gonna halt all trade and just renew my trade and focus on overland routes so I don't have to get my convoys sunk. Oil I'll get from Iran and Romania. Aluminum I'll get from the Hungarians. Rubber we'll get nowhere, we'll have to build synthetics. And tungsten, Sweden until we can have access to Portugal again. Construction, okay, so we'll need a bunch of synthetic refineries. Once we get a couple of synthetic refineries done, I'll probably look into getting the railway network upgraded or building some radar. Need to see how this goes once I unpause. Oh right, before I forget, I'm gonna need troops. This is why I picked that spirit. Okay, so 48 divisions. That burns through quite a bit of my equipment. Let's leave it at that. We'll deploy them somewhere in central. I'll leave them undeployed until we need them. Well, it looks like we've saved Berlin for now. Oh god, not much you can do with the tanks up here. I don't want to pull them out though. It's too risky shipping them across. I'll leave them there until I find something to do with them. Speaking of tanks, maybe I should train a few more. I do have a stockpile of equipment. No, I'm not really feeling secure just yet. I think that Polish mess should be cleared up soon. I don't see a lot of allied divisions here, and with a few good encirclements I might be able to put an end to this mess. And yeah, Italy's Italy. Definitely gonna need these guys to bail Mussolini out. If Italy folds, I'm in for a world of pain. Well, this is weird. How they push all the way in here? At least the rest of the front's going better. I'm actually taking back quite a bit of land. This is good for our factory count. Very, very good for our factory count. count, as well as our resources. We're actually not trading for that much anymore. Well, I say not that much. We're definitely trading for quite a bit. Oh, they pushed us here, haven't they? Yeah, they've taken Hamburg. Oh, the railway network in this region must be a total disaster. Maybe I can strike out with these tanks here. I see they've removed a lot of their divisions. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I can make some magic happen. Maybe the submarines can lend a hand. They'll put them all under Dönitz, split them up in a couple task forces, and start convoy raiding. Where do I want to convoy raid though? Good sea zones. Where are good sea zones? You want to avoid shallow seas. They're terrible for your subs. They can basically not hide. Fjords and archipelagos are good though, as are just regular sea zones like ocean, no modifiers, or deep ocean, also very good. Subs do very well in deep ocean and fjords. It's proving problematic to deal with this with just my few puny tanks. Yeah, real problematic, and I think I may have just lost my tanks here. I am completely unable to do anything here. Yeah, these tanks are dead. Maybe we can close an encirclement here around Hanover, cut that bulb off. Rest of the line is still moving forward at a decent pace, so it's still possible to do a lot of damage to the Allies. And this is almost cleaned up, and I can swing those troops back around to... Oh, the Soviet bulge is expanding. And we'll have to continuously like redeploy air every time until we get like a good position to work from. We want to concentrate our airplanes over smaller regions because there is simply no way we can contest the Allies in every air zone. Switzerland? What? Oh, that sucks. Can I deploy my troops? Do I have anything in reserve? Oh yes, I can deploy infantry here. So one army of 24 extras. Should be able to capitulate them by taking Zurich and Bern. So hopefully that's enough. What I could also do is, since they're mountains, I could get a couple of mountaineers here. So I'm going to design a quick mountaineer template. It is pretty much this, except we replace the infantry with mountaineers. So maybe you can make half of those new guys into mountaineers. That should help. That should definitely help. And then the rest of these guys, I'm gonna need them to bail out Italy. I don't like it, but I need to keep Mussolini alive. He's not the world's greatest general or leader, but I don't have the luxury of choice right now. Yeah, there come the Swiss. Troops are definitely not in position yet, though. Could have used an easy quick win. Oh well. At least we're destroying a lot of Allied divisions here. And they are gone. Yes, they're all gone. Okay, so the Blue Field Marshal can take on the horrific, absolutely horrific Soviet front. Hopefully I can just stop the steamroller here for a while before I start slowly pushing back. The main threat is still Western Europe, though. This is not good. But every day our situation here improves. Ooh, I could take out Luxembourg if I'm quick. They should be free real estate. Yeah, these Swiss lines will probably consolidate quickly. Maybe with a couple of attacks I can make my way towards their capital and then Zurich and knock the Swiss out. They should have a lot of free guns for us as well, if that plays out, at least. It's another 4 divisions. Good. I wish I could just push up Denmark, but they've got a fairly large concentration of troops there. And I don't have enough armor to really make a difference. I have 2 divisions now because I wasted so many troops. Okay, we're meeting the Russian steamroller and halting it, more or less. Maybe with a few pointed counterattacks, I can push them back to a little more favorable terrain for me. But right now, the Russian front is a sideshow to me. If I can just stop them from advancing, I'll already be happy. I'm gonna start making subs. I saw you had sub 2s research, but you also have cruiser submarines. I'd much rather use the cruiser submarines until I have the time and the research slots to research a good level 3 sub, preferably even a level 4 sub, so I can use level 4 components in a level 3 hull, but this will do. This will definitely do. Cruiser submarines are also very good submarines. So I'm gonna start mass producing cruiser subs if I can spare the expense. And once I can get my submarine numbers up, I'm gonna start convoy raiding the Atlantic, just mostly to intercept American supplies. It will help. It will help slowly stem the tide of the war. Very slowly. Oh, all the fighting with infantry is starting to cost me. My supplies, well rather my reserves are gone. I'm out of infantry equipment. Got some artillery left though, but it's not looking wasn't too great, but we have improved significantly from the last time we looked here. I'm almost ready to deploy a couple more tanks, so maybe I can use those to mop up Denmark. It's mostly flat anyway, or I can use those for some operation in this region. This is also very flat. Oh, and considering I won't be recruiting that many more divisions, I'm gonna switch back to either flexible organization for the speed or smoke and fire for the breakthrough. I'm sure the comments will tell me which of these is best, but I prefer speed. If a unit gets somewhere first, we already have an edge. If we can just capitulate the Swiss, oh, that would make for a lot of infantry equipment, because they have been hoarding equipment for years. Form the Reichskommissariats. Okay, focuses. I think we've pretty much done everything we can, and we're locked out of war with France and the Free Corps down here due to some nonsense with the being in a faction with the French. It's fine. It's fine. Let's just go to air production. Either air production or construction engineering. I think air production is definitely the wise choice here, considering we're gonna need a lot of planes to stand up to the Allied air forces. We are not trading favorably in the air. Not at all. Oh, looks like they're pushing me here. I'm gonna lose Denmark anyway. Might as well just redeploy all of my tanks and throw them at the Netherlands. Who knows? Maybe I can capitulate them quickly. So far, the Western Front's going well. So far. And Eastern Front just not moving at all. But I prefer not moving at all over being pushed all the way back to Berlin. Oh, there go the Dutch. That is a very generous donation of guns, Netherlands. Thank you. That should fix most of my problems. Yeah, maybe I can queue up a few more troops. And now with the way to Belgium wide open, why not make a thrust south here with my armor? Maybe, who knows? We can make this entire yellow stain disappear with a lightning strike. Mussolini is slowly losing. I say slowly, I mean very quickly losing. This blitz of Belgium should be enough to take them out of the equation, and without Belgium, Western Europe will be ours again. And then I can focus on cleaning whatever the south of Europe looks like right now, and we can strike back at the Soviets bit by bit. I don't want to get them feeling too confident. Oh yes, there goes Belgium, and with that, wow, Europe looks disgusting. Okay, I think the most important thing we can do right now is making sure the Allies don't get out of the current pockets they're in. Have to deal with this and make this clean. So I'll quickly redeploy the Western Army to this general area, trying to clean up the beachheads close to ports. Once that's done, I can deal with the interior here at leisure, pretty much. Meanwhile, the Swiss are still not broken. It's mostly because I don't have any air power. Well, I do have air power, they just have way more. I am completely unable to push here, mostly because I cannot get aerial superiority. Without air power, you can't do anything right now. God, now I can't even contain this pocket. Come on! Ah, great, they managed to consolidate. Still, it is cleaner than it was before. Can use the armor to smash this to bits. It's marshes though. I hate fighting in marshes. Tanks are useless there, which is historically accurate, but annoying nonetheless. Oh, please just mop this up. I want to get Western Europe in my hands. Italy's holding on by a thread. Italy, how are you doing? Oh, you're gone. Italy's gonna capitulate. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, this is bad. I thought holding Bologna and everything below here would be enough to, you know, hold on for Italy, but I was wrong. I think they're about to capitulate. Yeah, there goes Italy. They've capitulated. All my gains have just been for nothing? Oh my God, no, no, no. Oh, no. Oh, I don't know what to do. Mussolini can't do anything right. My lines are gone. Like, we had this. We had these. We were on the verge of securing Western Europe. Now all that is gone. This feels like a death blow. I don't know if we can come back from this. We'll have to try though. We have to. There's no. Oh, even Greece is back. Supplies gone. Railways are cut. Everything's gone down the shitter. Because Mussolini cannot run a country. At least the Balkan countries are trying to stem some of this mess. The Swiss are out, at least. Ah, bunch of free guns. Thank you. This army to take care of Italy proper and try to get Mussolini back in the saddle, and the other army just hold some sort of defensive line. Tanks are still busy down here though. Just clean up as much of these allied pockets that are left behind. I am unable to break this as well. Oddly enough, they're fully encircled, but yeah, air power, fine. I'll keep building synthetics, but I'm gonna need to take a peek here and get some railroads built up and repaired, because we are not doing very well here. here. I'll need to beef up the railway network for the Eastern Front. Need to do a bunch of repairs for the Western Front. I'm not gonna say I'm panicking, but I'm not feeling too comfortable either. Oh, I just forgot. I could do intelligence agency, so that was a mistake? Yeah, that could help out, especially considering the mess I found myself in suddenly. I am quite salty over how easily Mussolini rolled over. We were winning, Benito. We were winning. Now, I think this is a good time for... where are we here? Reichskommissariats. I don't usually do these, but considering the mess we find ourselves in, every little friend we can get helps, and at least I don't have to man these frontline... oh, man. I don't have to worry about this mess as much. I also want more troops. I need a lot more troops. Oh, great. The railway at Bologna has been cut. Very realistic, also very annoying. Oh, we're finally getting a handle on Western Europe. Finally, we're getting somewhere. If only we could have done this earlier, so we didn't have to lose Mussolini's very, very valuable assistance. Okay, time to bring the tanks here and try and smash Denmark. They should have some free equipment for us. I'm going to need to reassign a lot of those Western armies to just guarding ports because I'll have a massive front line, coastline, and Italy is not going to be in much of a position to defend it. German troops keeping Mussolini in the saddle. Very historical. Very historical. I'm just glad we took so much equipment off the Swiss. That really helps us. That will allow us to keep going for a little longer. Now, for the tanks to finally shine, maybe in flat Denmark we can make a difference. Ah, good encirclement. Good. Clean it up. Make them pay. I am actually pleasantly surprised by my Balkan buddies. They have done fairly well in cleaning this mess back up. Oh, and for anyone wondering why I'm not producing anti-air, I'll honestly say I forgot until now. So I'll make some now. Oh, this is such a costly endeavor, but we have to keep pushing. Even if it's with infantry, we have to keep pushing. Oh, glorious encirclements. We've destroyed so many of their divisions now. They can't have that much strength left. Okay, that ought to be Denmark dealt with as well. Once my tanks smash into Copenhagen, it'll be all ogre. There we go. That is Denmark dealt with. Yeah, I'm gonna need some port garrisons here ASAP. Oh, I hate these naval invasions. Oh, it feels good to crush these allied divisions. I wonder what losses are looking like now. Ooh, pretty fierce, but I'd say most of those are not mine. Those 1.4 million losses to the Soviets, I don't think those happened in this recording. Rest looks pretty decent, except for, you know, Italy. Italy always sucks at everything it does. Rest is, ooh, nationalist Spain fighting for its life here. How much did we inflict, though? Polish? Yeah, they didn't have that many troops. The UK? Ooh. Well, we hurt them. Well, I thought we would have inflicted more casualties, but I'll take it. Most of Europe is back under our control. Let's mop up the holdouts in Spain. Get more port guards. I think we're running short on equipment again, though. Yeah, our reserves are pretty much gone. We'll mop up Western Europe, and then I'll see how many armies I can devote to the Soviet cause. Now that our submarines can escape the Baltic Sea, let's send them on a bit of a convoy raiding mission in the Mid-Atlantic and North Atlantic. Deep oceans, very good for submarines to operate in. Oh, I like having a functional economy again. We're actually able to produce stuff. We're almost out of our rubber deficit. I've also started building some stuff in our French puppet. It's virtually nothing, but if we can annex them, I can at least go through my focus tree some more and get, where are we here? Reintegrate Luxembourg and Alsace-Lorraine. That is cores, that is manpower. We definitely need the manpower. I cannot keep spending manpower like this. This looks a lot better than what we started with. I wouldn't call this safe just yet. You've got a big blob of allies left to deal with, but I feel bad about spending all that manpower. I may have gone a little bit overboard there. Just a little bit. And I really don't want to go to all adult serf. No, sir, I do not. No, I want to find some manpower somewhere. Oh, I've said tanks aren't that good, and maybe they aren't, but they're still super enjoyable to drive around with. Well, am I glad that I have some port garrisons, because they're trying to D-Day me. I really don't want to deal with the Americans now as well. In 6 months, we've turned this from an Endsieg to early Barbarossa, kinda sorta. So this is good. I'm gonna try and defeat the Soviet Union if that doesn't take forever. If it does, I am just going to cut a lot of that footage, but I think we'll play until we defeat the Soviet Union, meanwhile try to hold on to mainland Europe, and then we'll call it a day. Another pocket, many Americans will die here. And we can annex the French. Good. Free stuff. I think we even got a free navy out of that deal. Oh yeah, that is a big pile of junk. Let's go pick up some extra cores here. Reintegrate Alsace-Lorraine. The manpower is going to be very welcome. Fortunately, we do have some mountaineers to deal with this horrible terrain down here in Yugoslavia. I'll let the mountaineers do the fighting. The infantry can just plug the gaps and we'll clean that up. And I'm ready to start operations on the Eastern Front. And I look away for a second and of course the Allies have taken a port. I can pull my tanks back yet again. This is annoying. Gonna need to assign many divisions from this army to guard my Atlantic coast, I feel. At least my air force is sort of rebuilt. We're actually able to defeat... Yeah, we're able to defeat the Allies locally, so that's good. Our armies are strengthened. Oh, wow, Spain's taking the fight to the Allies. Poorly, but they are trying. Well, we are making moves in Russia, at least, so something's happening there. The Balkan is all cleaned up. Now I can just either devote this second army to the Russian front as well and just steamroll them, or make sure my Atlantic wall is nice and firm. And our first real strike against the Soviets, the first pocket of the counterattack. Now Barbarossa can truly begin. Yeah, I'd also say my army of the West has earned itself a little break. I'm just gonna set these guys to guard the port for a while. Don't want any major D-days crushing my hopes here. I have enough on the Eastern Front to win. Oh, bit by bit we'll dismantle the Soviet army. Just like that, Stalin loses another dozen or so divisions. Good. I mean, he has many more, but every one we destroy is just a boon for us. That is a lot of divisions though, Stalin. Are you sure you can afford to lose those? So in about a year's time, we went from this to this. I'd say that's a pretty good save so far. It would seem the United States have managed to defeat Japan. That's bad. Let's see if we can stage a little invasion of Norway. Maybe I can establish another Reichskommissariat there. Who knows? Who knows? Ooh, that is a lot more troops than I had bargained for. Still, maybe we can make something happen. Okay, Norway is falling. Good. We can make something happen. They have a lot more allied divisions here than I would have thought. Still, we got air power now, so no longer the pushover that you thought we were. Ooh, big D-Day. Fortunately, got big army in the region, so yeah, that's a lot of dead allied troops. Still making moves against the Russians. We're actually sweeping Norway away. These mountaineers are great. And with Norway defeated, we can establish another Reichskommissariat Norwegen. Looks like we've captured ourselves a traitor, Andrei Vlasov. Look him up, interesting character. Let's hire him. Free troops, man, free troops. Oh my god, I love this. And yes! Look at what we've just sliced off the Russian line. Oh, with just 7 armor divisions. Still, I love armor. Even if it's not as good as it used to be, it's still so much fun. These naval invasions, oh boy, yeah, these D-Days are becoming a mild concern. Got a lot of port garrisons, but the Americans and British just have so many troops to waste on us. This is spiraling out of control. I need to pull my tanks back. Okay, slight panic setting in. I am unable to contain this naval invasion, it seems. This is not good. This is really not good. I am being overrun by American divisions. Holy cow, how many can they just dump in here? I've only got 11 armored and all my air is committed right now. I cannot get an air superiority. They just have so many fighters. At least the Russian front is like completely in our hands, but oh god, I thought I had the West secured. Okay, I have no idea where they keep pulling these divisions from, but I can't stop them. There's just too many. The air war is not exactly going for us favorably here either. Wow, I really thought we had this game in the bag, but god, the Allies are just overwhelming me with naval invasions. I can't stop them. I don't know where they're getting the troops. I'm running out of manpower. I'm gonna have to go up to all adult serve. Oh, I hate to do this. At least we're taking the Russians apart fairly cleanly. UK took a beachhead near Hanover. Oh my god. I'm still not capable of containing this. I don't have the manpower. I have over 100 divisions assigned to guarding my coast and it's not enough. The Allies just overpower my defenses. Maybe if I hurry up and take the Russians out quickly, but Stalin's not gonna lie down and take it. He's killed all my spies so far, so I'm not getting a collaboration government. He's gone up the war economy and service by requirement, so yeah, good luck there. Oh my god, this is disgusting. Oh Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to stop this. They just push me everywhere. I can't take anything back. Well, that's at least one naval invasion contained. Oh my god. Without air, I'll never break them, and good luck outproducing the Axis. Sorry, allies. This might actually just be the end of the run for me. It's 1946, it's been 2 years, and I'm stuck. Yeah, no, they can just push me with impunity. I don't understand what is going on here. For some reason, I'm not even getting supply, probably because they're bombing everything I have. Yeah, look at that. I worked so hard for this, and it's just gone. I have every airplane I can muster, and they still have twice our number. I don't know how to stop this. I don't know what to do. Air is so powerful. It's crushing me. It's completely... like, my tanks can't push. My infantry can't hold. Nothing works. Because we are under such enormous pressure from their CAS, I cannot win. Oh, they're launching more naval invasions. Oh my god, the allies are on steroids. Well, with those fresh naval invasions hitting me all along the coast, I think it's safe to say this is over. I cannot outproduce the allies in the air, and if you can't win the air war, you can never win, it seems. I can't do anything. My tanks can't push. My infantry can't hold anywhere, and the allies have so many more divisions to throw at me. This is over. Wow, okay guys, this is my first defeat in these disaster saves. Okay, I was playing this in my off time. I wasn't really quite ready to give it up just yet, and I've done it. Well, for now. I managed to create a breakthrough around La Rochelle with my medium tanks, so Guderian doing the heavy lifting once again. Rushed up through the relatively undefended areas here towards Brest, cut through there, and maybe, just maybe, I can collapse this pocket now if I can put on enough pressure to give my tanks time to move. Also, meanwhile, Soviet Union's just gone. I've pretty much been battle planning this offensive. I've taken Stalingrad. I'm about to take Leningrad. Yes, I am a little bit overextended on this front. I should probably halt for a while, but Soviets are, well, gone. They're not much of a threat now. Even though they'll probably have millions of men, their industry is pretty much terrible because it's all here. We've taken it. I'm gonna halt this offensive for a while and then see what I can do. Once I clean this up, we are back in the saddle, I think. Our Air Force, though, yeah, it's still not great. Oh yeah, once I cracked open the flank, their entire front is just started to collapse. Come on, boys, come on, do this one for me. Rest of the front is still okay. Just the occasional naval invasion up here is annoying, but I can hold them off with my garrisons for now. I'm gonna ask my editor to splice in this part just at the end, because I had given this one up for lost. Maybe we can salvage it. I'm hoping for it, though. I am hoping for it. Oh, look at the casualties we're inflicting. Yes, Guderian, you are a true hero of the fatherland right now. Oh my god, Guderian. I think I've got them encircled. They don't have anything. They have Paris, where they're drawing local supply, but that's it. They no longer have a port. God, it feels good. I need to invent a higher level military decoration to give Guderian after this. Oh, they're gone. They are all gone. Look at the amount of divisions we've encircled here. Come on, get out. Oh yeah, it's gone. I've saved it. I did it. I didn't think I'd ever get this fixed, but we've done it. Oh my god, we've done it. I know this may look fishy. I was just doing this in my own time because I was so frustrated at losing this, so I didn't turn on the recording until I made that breakthrough. But once we cracked their line here, I found out there was nothing behind the main line. So I could rush my fast tanks through and start taking ports and move through the plains, and they were not able to redeploy in time to stop me, so oh, that feels so satisfying. Now that army can be reassigned back to just guarding the ports, and I can turn my tanks on the Russian front, because I do have a feeling the Russian front is a little overstretched by now. Also managed to cut off the Caucasus section of the Soviet front, so these guys should all be out of supply. I just want to quickly mop that up. For one, it might help us save Iran's bacon, who are for some reason still in the Greater East Asian Co-Prosperity Sphere as the only member, along with Siam, and they've been fighting the Soviets for years now. Japan's gone, though. Japan's been gone for a long time. We are no longer at war with Japan. They've submitted to China. This is just Weird. Annoyingly, this opens up another southern front with the UK. I'd rather not fight here, but maybe I can quickly blitz through here. I'd rather just give this back to Iran so the front is closed, but apparently I can't for some reason. It says here, where are we? I can't return their territory. Come on. Yeah, for some reason I'm unable to return the territory. Ah, there we go. I just asked for military access and we've just returned the territory that way. Oh, we've put Iraq back on the map. Maybe we can actually take the Suez from this side. This is not exactly optimal for my tanks because I'm pretty sure supply is gonna be a problem, but it is, well, it seems to be working. And now China is also at war with everyone. Hey, we've taken Leningrad. So Leningrad and Stalingrad are ours. We're at the doorstep of Moscow. Unfortunately, the USSR is notoriously difficult to put spies into in the current patch, so they instantly get caught. So I've not been able to build collaboration governments. We will need to push past the Urals, but with China in this area as well, maybe? Oh god, no, China's definitely losing. Never mind that, but we should be able to defeat the Russians soon enough. I've actually been able to push across the Suez Canal, so the entire Mediterranean is now also closed off. Just a little bit more and we've got this. I could probably battle plan my way through the Soviet Union, but I want to conserve my losses. They are already dire. 6.3 million men lost. Final drive on Moscow. Come on. Give me that city. I've suffered long enough for this. Give me that city, Soviets. Ah, Moscow is taken. We have the entire axis of Leningrad, Stalingrad, Moscow captured. Now it's just a matter of pushing past the Urals, which is more annoying than anything else. Considering the amount of damage we've already done to the Soviets, 10 million losses just to us. Most of their industry's gone. They still got a lot of divisions, but we'll never be able to replace those losses. My Atlantic Wall 3.0 is holding fairly well this time. I have a lot more air up here now. I should probably still keep beefing this up, but I just want to get rid of the Soviets and then I can call this a win. Alright, I've created a bit more of a mess while I was bored. I gave Hungary and Romania a bit of land so I could ask for the bits I needed to create, where are we, Reichskommissariat Ukraine. I wonder if this one's also broken. Let's see. Oh, that one seems functional. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be so nice when I can finally end this. Oh, after years of suffering, it feels good to see these massive destructive pockets getting rid of the Soviets. Like, the Soviets haven't even been a problem this entire run. It's just been the Allies and their disgusting Air Force that really had me bummed out. Oh, game is lagging. There we go. The Soviet Union has capitulated. Oh, beautiful. Now to make from nice borders and call it a day. Well, a game like this, we can only conclude with a peace deal that concludes a war crime. Look at this delicious border gore. But at least the Reichskommissariat Ostland is finally a thing. Well, it ended up working there. Okay, so this disaster save was saved unexpectedly. Now, I hope you enjoyed this. I certainly did, at least the last part. And if you did, leave a like, consider subscribing, and hit that bell icon to be notified whenever I upload more content. Anyway, check out this next video. I've selected it especially for you. You're going to love this one. See ya!